Hi, my name is Guy and I'm the founder of Able. And now we're going to talk about regenerative finance, right? So when we look at the world, we see a lot of people exchanging. So basically what we want are goods and services, right? You want to go for a massage, you want to eat this delicious food, you want to drink this water when you're thirsty. And sometimes you are in the desert or in a hot place and you want the cold water. So we also want convenience. This is impacting the way we consume, right? And we usually want the things at the time that we want. We want the shipping tomorrow, right? So this is creating a world where we are consuming and everything is happening too fast. But then the question is this space sustainable? Looking to the climate crisis right now, it's just like, oh, maybe not. Maybe the way we are destroying the Amazon forest is not sustainable. Maybe the way we are fishing, it's not so good. But we're humans. We're going to keep going until things explode. But that's the thing. We have a solution here right now, and we are making an invitation for you to be part of the solution. So we can always choose to be part of the problem or part of the solution. So what does it mean? It means that with AbleNFT, we are creating a new platform of investment where we can together create ventures and projects that are making the world a better place. So these projects, they can be used as a learning opportunity for schools, for summer camps, and for other corporate educational programs where people come and learn how to connect with nature. Because if we don't connect with nature, we will never take care, right? Besides that, we have a world now that is in a merge of a conflict. There's a lot of disruptive interests coming with this multipolarized world, right? And one of the big things in check now is the situation of the dollar. So you have potentially a pension crisis coming. You have the formation of the BRICS that are adopting gold as the metal or the currency of the new system, right? Because these sanctions from the United States against Russia just make people to be suspicious about how much can you trust the SWIFT code and the dollar, right? So Bitcoin is really interesting because it's a decentralized finance and there's a limit on it, right? So it's deflationary in a way because even though there's people mining Bitcoins, this half always mine half of the previous period. So the scarcity is being created. There's only 21 million Bitcoins in the world. So yeah, probably if people adopt this as a currency, it's going to value more and more. But what I see now, and this is my opinion about finances, is that as the dollar is in this risk of collapse, and people like Michael Saylor are putting so much FOMO in society, maybe buying a Bitcoin now with US dollar may be a good idea, because if you don't do that, your dollar will crash. Because countries are starting to dump dollars. We don't need dollars anymore. Like if we need to make a payment from, let's say, I'm in Thailand to Brazil, I could choose to make this payment by going to my bank, buying US dollars, sending US dollars to Brazil, and someone needs to sell the dollar and buy Brazilian real. So we are losing 2 times. Why aren't these countries or these banks in a good terms that they send and they exchange their currency directly? Well, that's what is changing with BRICS. But in other way, we can just send the Bitcoin here and there, and the other person can liquidate the Bitcoin into the Brazilian real. I don't even need to use the Thai baht to buy it because I already have in one of my wallets. So we are affecting the financial industry like never with blockchain. And besides that, if you want to try the BRICS wallet, we could be buying land from one another using gold, right? One of the problems with gold that they say, oh, it's hard to carry around. Yeah, but now we have digital gold in the BRICS wallet. So if you want to buy land here in Kopangan or in Chiang Mai, I don't know, 5 million baht Arai, paying in gold with a click. Like you're scanning a QR code on Alipay or in your bank app like Pix in Brazil or QR code PromptPay in Thailand is the same thing. So we are in this moment where the financial order in the world is changing. Not only this, but also the technology. You see NVIDIA stock rising that much is because it's providing the solutions for all this AI and this more complex computation. And we are really close to have quantum computers. And for me, it's mind-blowing what's going to happen when we jump from this logic of 1 and 2, like this binary primitive computer logic, to a probability logic. So in terms for Able is that the best thing we can do now is investing in sustainable things, because as more people have their houses underwater, as more we see pricing of the food rising, more we're going to value what we really need, that is goods and services. We need food, we need shelter. So these things are extremely important. And with Able, we can help people who, for example, have land, but they don't have the financial situation to develop that land, to co-create and work together. So at Able, we bring a few things. We bring the people that want to learn and they want to create something, and we make project-based learning out of that. So let's say, for example, that someone has 2 rai of land and they don't want to sell that. And they have money to build 1 villa there. But together, if we bring like 20 people, you put like 500,000 baht each, is 10 million baht. Is enough to build this 4 villas. But we can bring also 1,000 people, and then the dilution is just better. Because then we create this group, all of us who are investing and believing that we have a voice. We create the workflow and the roadmap, and then we invest. And in the moment that we have these houses for years, we will all benefit from it. And I guarantee to you, if you're alone investing and doing the thing on yourself, when you have here 100 people doing the same thing than you, they have 100 times more buying pressure than you, because they have 100 times more friends and they know 100 times more people. So then probably their chances of thriving is way bigger. So in a way, Able is bringing this new approach to economy where we want to create shareholders and we have all the system in place and everything is traceable and everything is transparent. Besides that, we have like 2 profit shares that we're going to give to our community. One is for people who actively make an active investment in a project. So let's say that we're going to start a microgreens farm in Phuket. People who are going to invest on this, the financial resources, they are the first one to be compensated and liquidated back from the smart contract. So we have a lot of studies about how to create collateral, arbitrage, and make sure that people creating the microgreens farm in Phuket, they will receive the money back. After that is the people working. And then after we have people who owns the AbleNFT. And just by holding the AbleNFT in a global scale, you're going to have 10% for all the profit that Able creates. In summer camps, in online education, in natural building courses, in houses and resorts, or in soap, microgreens, and coffee. But when we do this, more people become partners and members of Able. Right now, our project will be limited for 5,555 people. And these are the members that will be able to create investment options. So it doesn't really matter the country you are. If you want to create a franchise of Able, the first thing you got to do is buy the AbleNFT. After you buy the AbleNFT, you can come enjoy one of our camps as a guest. We can even give you a scholarship. You're going to come, you're going to enjoy, you're going to see like how we integrate social emotional learning, project-based learning, nature-based education. And then if you think that this is good for your country, if you want to see your children, of the children of your family and your friends experience that, we create an investment option for you to franchise the camp there. So this is creating a new wave of consciousness in a way of how we use money, how we manage resources. So the idea for us is not to keep like holding as a greed, rich man, but putting this energy at the service of humankind. So this is, I think, the meaning of life is when you have something and you don't really take and keep it for yourself, but you give to everyone else, because I think there's a moment where we understand that there's no really division between one and another. We are this present moment. We are this consciousness of now. And we can be in a war with ourselves, fighting and in a dispute mode, or we can be in love with ourselves, sharing and respecting and cultivating and growing. And I think that that's the disruptive change we want to bring to finance. So if you don't know much about blockchain, you can write us a message, get to know how it works. And I think that little by little, we will conquer the world. And I hope that a lot of corporations, they will use your tech and start sharing their profit, because, why do you need private security? It's because you're having too much. So we don't really need to accumulate that much, because it creates problems. Let's start sharing, and then we don't need to hire this security, because we don't have the danger of this scarcity coming after us. So this is good for us to thrive. So let's work together and make this world a better place. So if you want to create an investment option, also check the website below. We're open to receive regenerative or educational projects that can be scalable and impact a lot of people on this planet. Thank you.